from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A lawsuit accuses Henrico County of polluting the James River with raw sewage. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute for Tuesday, December 7th, 2021.
And now for the news.
Two environmental organizations filed a lawsuit against Henrico County in U.S. District Court yesterday seeking legal action to protect the health of the James River and accusing the county of repeated failures of its water reclamation facility that have resulted in millions of gallons of raw sewage escaping into the James River and feeder streams and creeks. The suit was filed in the Eastern District Court of Virginia by the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and James River Association. It alleges that since that facility opened in 1989, there have been repeated failures in the system. In the past 5 years alone, that's amounted to 66 million gallons of raw sewage entering the James and its tributaries, according to the suit. A third organization, the Environmental Integrity Project, wrote the lawsuit but is not named formally as a plaintiff. The suit says, quote, "The continued operation of the Henrico WRF in this manner represents a significant threat to the chemical, physical, and biological integrity of the James River and its tributaries," end quote. Now, in a press release and during a press conference yesterday, representatives of the three organizations said they took legal action in an effort to force the county to address the problem expeditiously, something that they said has not occurred to date, despite more than 40 violation notices and 4 separate consent orders from the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality during the past 3 decades. The DEQ has twice fined the county, once in 2003, once in 2010, for a total of $55,000 for violations related to sewage overflows that released higher than allowable limits of various pollutants into the waterways. On August 25th of this year, Henrico and DEQ officials signed a 5th proposed consent order that would result in the county being fined more than $207,000, but that order has not yet been finalized, according to the lawsuit, and it doesn't name any necessary long-term projects or system-wide improvements. As a result, officials from the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and James River Association said they filed their lawsuit in an attempt to force the county to conduct a comprehensive review of its sewer system to determine the scope and cost of necessary repairs and then to establish a firm completion date for that work. In a statement yesterday afternoon, county officials said, quote, "Henrico County is dedicated to protecting the health of the public and is deeply committed to environmental stewardship in Central Virginia and the Chesapeake Bay. The county is reviewing this lawsuit and looks forward to a full presentation of the facts through the legal process," end quote. You can read much more on this topic right now at henricocitizen.com. Well, in his final budget as Virginia's governor, Ralph Northam says he'll propose a 10% pay raise for teachers. That announcement came yesterday as Northam launched his Thank You Virginia tour with a visit to Glen Allen High School. The 2-year budget that he'll propose next week includes record funding for public education, he said. It'll begin July 1st. Of course, it's subject to approval by the General Assembly, where Republicans now control the House of Delegates after being in the minority for the last 2 years. Democrats hold a majority in the Senate. Elections there won't be held until 2023. The proposed budget would increase teacher pay 5% a year each of the next 2 budget years for a total increase of 10.25%. The state already has increased teacher salaries more than 10% under Northam, the largest increase in 15 years. Now, earlier this spring in Henrico, government officials announced that educators in the county would be receiving significant pay raises as part of a $54 million pay raise for all eligible employees. That was approved by the Board of Supervisors in April. Teachers with 25 or more years in service in Henrico have seen the largest increases. They're now earning about 17% more annually than they were earlier this year. That starts with their next paycheck. You can read more about this topic at henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Education. Henrico Police need your help to find a missing 48-year-old county man. Henry Albright, who goes by Edward, was reported missing last night at about 9:30. He is 5'11", 180 pounds. He was last seen wearing a blue hoodie and blue jeans. He may be operating a beige Lexus SUV. with unknown license plates. Albright was missing from the Denham Road area near Three Chopped Road. He requires daily medication for seizures and is part of the Project Lifesaver program, a rapid response program operated by the Henrico Sheriff's Office that aids people who suffer from Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and autism. Call police at 501-5000 if you have tips that might help. Low-fare airline Breeze Airways will launch new weekly service between Richmond International Airport and Palm Beach, Florida, beginning February 19th, according to airline officials. The addition is the airline's first since it debuted in May. With the new route, Breeze now will serve 4 destinations from Richmond. The other 3 are Charleston, South Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Tampa, Florida. Fares for the Saturday-only flight to Palm Beach will start at $59 one way.